Welcome back to Autism Live. We're not done talking about how great Fullerton is and how many awesome people there are in the community of Fullerton yet. In fact, we could, if we wanted to, we could never be done with that. But right now, joining us via Skype, we have Leann, Schouten, and Renee, Faulkner, and they are joining us from Jump and Shout Therapy, and we're thrilled to have them. Leann is a speech and language pathologist, and Renee is an OT. So, ladies, welcome, and thank you for joining us on Autism Live. It's a thrill to have you here. I wonder if we could have you guys talk a little bit about Jump and Shout Therapy.
Sure. My name is Leann, and I am a speech therapist. And Renee and I started Jump and Shout Therapy about 5 years, almost 6 years ago, in Brea. We're located in Brea and in Chino. We're a multidisciplinary setting. We offer speech, occupational, and physical therapy. And Jump and Shout kind of just grew from the two of us working together and just bringing in like-minded therapists to help individuals with many types of disabilities and needs.
Well, and I just love that. I love when things make sense. And so, Leann, your last name is Schouten, and then you became a speech and language pathologist. And so, what better thing to name Jump and Shout? It's so clever, it makes my face hurt. I just, and it's also clever to me that you guys have this sort of one-stop shop where you can go to get your speech and go to get your OT, because a lot of communities, you drive 30 miles to get to the speech and language pathologist, and then you drive 30 miles to get to the OT, and that time in the car can be wasted time. So I love that you guys have this one-stop shop that's there, and you're in the two different locations, which is amazing. And what age range of kids do you guys usually treat?
Pretty much it's birth through, we have some young adults. I know that some of the disciplines, speech, they actually do see adults in the office. We just give them kind of a notice ahead of time that we are primarily a pediatric office, so that when they come in, there are a lot of children around. But for the other disciplines, as well as speech, we have some micro preemies we see, so it's really birth through, young adult, across the board. Well, we see not just medical-based, but we also see, school-based children that come to our facility, as well, in charter schools. So it's not just the medical perspective, that's one aspect of it, but it's all inclusive.
I think that's super clever. And so if people want to find Jump and Shout Therapy, do you guys have a website that they can go to?
Yeah, we have jumpandshoutTherapy.com. Just make sure you put the C in shout.
Yes.
Which is funny because a lot of our kids come up to us and they tell us that we spelled it wrong.
I love that. That's very clever. And the shout is from your name, because that's how you spell your name, Schouten.
Yes.
So Jump and Shout, Schout, therapy is what you guys want to look up. And so I'm curious, how did you guys come to get involved with Fullerton Cares?
It started many years ago. For me personally, I am Boyd's speech therapist. So I started seeing Boyd when he was 4. And we all know he just turned 10 the other day. So I started there in their house and just meeting Larry and Holly and working with the whole family and learning about what Fullerton Cares is and what they do, and taking that back to Renee and saying, we need to be a part of this and see what we can do to help grow, them, because they're advocating for such a good cause. And it's been amazing watching them grow.
Well, and it's been amazing watching Boyd, because he is an amazing kid and has done so well, which part of that is just him and the support team that he has from his family, but also his dad and his parents made sure that he had really great people on his team, such as yourselves.
Thank you. And they also made sure that they, reached out and sought professionals and sought other areas and tried things. And, is this something we should go for? Let's try it. Let's see if this works. And they weren't afraid to ask questions and to try things. And I think that's also made a big improvement for them as well.
Now, one of the things that we know about Fullerton Cares is that they've had a number of different projects over the years. One of them was the sensory garden that they had, and I'm wondering, as a speech and language pathologist and as an OT, did you guys get involved with some of those projects to kind of guide what would be useful and what might be really helpful for the kids?
Well, I know that they've asked us several times how, what our perspective was on it. I know Summer had come in to our clinic actually and wanted to kind of see the sensory things that we had available to our clients, to kind of transfer that over into what they were doing as far as a sensory guardian, and asking our perspective on, what works, what the kids are engaged in. And so I know that, they have come in and seen that. And then at the Mardi Gras event every year, they have a huge sensory area that, they always ask for the feedback, and, we always give them amazing feedback, because the sensory part is, I think, the most favorite part of all the kids that come to the Mardi Gras event. So definitely they've come and, Summer's come in and checked out, and then they've transferred over to what she's doing in schools.
Yeah. And maybe if you guys could talk a little bit about the event and what you love about Mardi Gras for Autism, because we just love it.
You should. It's pretty fantastic. We love it too. I think being there and watching it grow from when it started so many years ago. I mean, we remember doing it in the rain one year, and still seeing all the people come out. That was pretty amazing. Having that happen. Sorry about that.
That's so okay. That you got big business happening there, and we never want to shut that down, because there's probably a mom with a kiddo at the end of that line, so it's all good. And this is live. Anything could happen.
That's right.
But I was there the year that it rained, and it didn't just rain, it rained. And we thought we were going to have to build an ark.
It was great, but we've been there also when the sun has been shining, and luckily the snow cone machine was going, because we were sweating immensely and dying from the heat. But besides from like the weather being like an amazing part of all this, I think watching it grow, watching the event grow from what it was in the very beginning, where he just had a couple areas, to now where he's taken over almost the entire parking lot, and the variety of vendors that are present, and now the stage and the event and just everything that's going on there. And I think even if a family wasn't looking for a vendor, wasn't looking for service, they can go there and spend an afternoon and have a great time, and then maybe connect with people. I love going every year and just walking around to all the vendors and connecting with everybody who I haven't seen in a year.
Yeah.
So even for us, it's great to go back. Hey, how's it going? And we answer questions that family members have, pointing them in the direction of, we don't offer that here. Go check them over there. I know that there's been advocates and lawyers there, and people will ask us questions, and we'll know. I think Mark is a great person, Mark Woodsmall. Go speak to him about this. He's a great reference. I don't want to misquote. So I don't think it's necessarily, people shouldn't go there just to find out, I'm not looking for a speech therapist. I'm not looking for this. You can go there and just have a great time, and you can go there and just ask questions.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's been great to watch and watch it grow.
And watch the kids, I think, interacting with all of the different vendors, and there's always like a favorite booth. I feel like, whether it be a balloon booth, or one year they had a booth next to us had animal walking balloons, the face paints. Oh, the Pazookies were a good one here. The face painters, just see the kids who come out with disabilities, without disabilities, and what they have provided that day is just really fun to watch the kids and watch the families interact in that way.
I think Renee brought up a good point. It's not just for kids with disabilities. It's like sibling day too. Siblings can go out and have a great time and enjoy the event just as much as any other child would.
Yeah, I'm always amazed by the fact that really the whole community shows up, and that I was just saying just a few minutes ago that if you want to see what inclusion really looks like, that the Fullerton Cares Mardi Gras event is, I think, the premier event to go to, because it is what inclusion looks like in a community. It makes me I always leave there feeling such gratitude that I got to see what I got to see. It really recharges my batteries for a whole other year. I absolutely love it. Now I got to ask you guys, I'm assuming that you guys will have a booth at the event.
Yes,
we will.
Have you already decided what, because each booth has an activity or a game that the kids get to play. Have you already decided what your activity is?
we have cornhole.
Oh,
We have
okay.
that. And then we have our big blue punching balloons, the big punch ones.
Oh, those are always really popular.
Yeah, and before we didn't know how popular they were, and the first time we brought them out, I think we had, I don't even remember, did we have like 300 of them?
Yeah.
And
We were gone.
they were gone within like a few hours, and oh my gosh. Yeah, and people were coming up going, do you still have those? And we're like, no, sorry, here's something else though. And it was a big eye opener, and I know in speaking with Larry, he's anticipating an even bigger crowd this year, so we're excited.
Okay,
We're
so
investing in better pumps for the balloons.
Yes.
so you do have more balloons this time?
Yes.
A lot more balloons.
All right. All right. Well, we will be excited to be there. We're gonna be there, and we'll drop in on you guys. But I want to take just a second again. Tell people where to go to find Jump and Shout Therapy.
You're more than welcome to jump over to jumpandshoutTherapy.com.
Okay, fabulous. And thank you, ladies, for everything that you do. We're so appreciative of people who are professionals like yourselves who work with our kids and bring so much passion and energy to our kids. It really makes such a difference. And thank you for being a part of Fullerton Cares.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today.
It's been a thrill to have you. And we'll see you at the Mardi Gras for Autism on April 7th from 11 to 4 in the parking lot of the Fullerton train station in
Yes.
Fullerton, California. We will see you there.